Arshad Varsi can make you laugh with just one word.
फेवरेट कार्टून तुम
The way he does that is by changing the tone of conversation. Most people think of conversation as a basic question and answer session. That gets boring very quickly. Instead, you will often see him be the first one to crack a joke.
Thank you for calling me, and it's a lovely studio, I must say.
And you were welcomed with a team of people
I
wearing
know.
black.
We were all dressed the same. I mean, this much of love and affection I don't even get in my house. Maybe that's why I'm never in my house. I'm always in my house.
When you go first in trying to crack a joke, you will come across as more confident because most people don't know how to do that, or even if they do, they are too afraid to do it. The good news is that early in conversation, you don't have to say something that is laugh out loud funny. Just your intention of being the first to crack a joke will make sure that conversation gets off to a fun, positive start. Generally, conversation dies down when you get asked a question that is either too hard to answer or has a one-word answer.
And you've always loved dancing.
Many people will answer this with a yes or no, and then conversation will head to awkward silence. Instead, watch how he responds.
Always, all my life.
Always.
All
Okay.
my life.
Right.
I represented India for World Championship.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
too many people know about it.
Yeah.
I think long back. If I tell you know how old I am, which I have no problem with. But in
Next time you are asked a question that has a yes or no answer, remind yourself to speak for 10 more seconds after your yes or no answer. The next habit is to seamlessly switch topics. Watch how he starts talking about the food on the table and then transitions to a story from his childhood because that's what the food makes him think of.
It's such a nice table.
Yes.
So I should actually,
Yeah.
as a little kid, I used to put lots of things, unnecessary things in my plate, like lots of it, just to make it look like that.
But if you are worried about talking too much, then invite interest before speaking. That means speaking in a way that invites questions.
And then I choreographed a song in one film. And I had the funniest, I've never said this in public. I don't know if I should say, they'll beat me up. But I had such an experience that I said, I am not getting into movies. I don't want to be in this place. This is not a good place.
At this point, you can either ask him about the song, the movie, or more likely, what experience is he talking about? Which is exactly what happens.
What was it?
When you invite questions like this, you will be able to speak without worrying about being cut off. But if you don't know what to say in conversation, sometimes you can just reframe the question.
और आपकी सबसे फेवरेट फिल्म कौन सी?
अरे बाप रे, इतने सारे में बोलना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. So character wise, if I say, I've liked Ishqiya Babban character. I've liked that the most.
The mindset that will help you do this is that conversation isn't about answering questions. It's about forming connections. If you want to learn all of these habits step by step, click the link in the description box to join the waitlist for my upcoming step-by-step program. Moving on, one area where connections are harder to form is in groups. The first mistake people make in group conversations is where they sit. Avoid sitting in a corner if you can. It's hard to listen and talk to everyone when you're stuck in a corner. But if you sit close to the center, you will have multiple people around you and you can start speaking to anyone when conversation splits off into smaller groups. When you are speaking, if you struggle to grab attention, use engaged speaking. That means using gestures that match with your words like this.
Most of the time, the difference I feel between a web series and a film is a series or a part two of a film is completely dependent on how much you like the character, not the film.
Another benefit of using these gestures in groups is that they will help you grab attention when you are speaking so that you won't be cut off. After all, there is a natural tendency for everyone to talk over each other in an excited group of friends.
okay either way.
For me,
That's
it's
what I see.
whatever works for me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you nothing. 99% all actors know when they've given 100% and they've not.
When you speak, glance at everyone for a few seconds so that everyone feels included. As an example, watch his eyes in this clip.
I mean, you have Avengers and all these kind of movies doing. Why? Why are people watching Mission Impossible? And just like how we watch RRR and all the other movies, it's the same dynamics. We want to watch these on screen because it's larger than life and things are flying around the place. It's something which I cannot fathom. I can't imagine.
Speaking of eye contact, in every group there is one person who is extremely shy and isn't engaging at all. If you give that person extra eye contact, they will feel included in conversation and will love you for it. Moving on, Arshad's sense of humor shines in groups. One technique he uses is to change the frame of conversation. That is, he pretends to misunderstand what the other person is saying for comedic effect.
Again, I'm one of the actors who's never been trolled that way or in any way. But वो वैसे ही पढ़ने योग्य नहीं है for my co-artist, for my fraternity.
Are you telling me because you're only doing good job and we are doing bad job?
Listen, मैं
Is that what you're trying to say? Never been told. I'm so good. Nobody does it. I am so. You guys suck.
But if that feels too difficult to do, you can just build on somebody else's joke. Here, for context, Manoj Bajpayee asked Arshad, does he know that he's extremely talented as an actor?
देखो मैंने अरशद वारसी को सीरियस कर दिया ना.
मुझे लग रहा था ये सच बोल रहे हैं.
Now here's how you move from humor in conversation to conversation that creates connection. That is by bringing up your core beliefs. Core beliefs are beliefs that you live by. Core beliefs are like magnets. They will attract only the right people towards you.
There's certain things I believe in. When something is not in your control, don't try to control it.
Talking about these beliefs is the best way to figure out who is a right fit for you. Core beliefs are beliefs around topics like family, money, or life, and other themes that are important to you.
I just told myself, I said, I am going to make money. I knew one thing, that I will not make money if I work for somebody. So I knew I wanted to work for myself.
I believe that people who have a sense of humor have depth. They're not shallow people, although they look shallow.
If I had to summarize today's video in 2 words, it would be this: prioritize enjoyment. Make your goal to have fun in conversation. It seems like that's also what Arshad's goal is. That's probably why he cracks jokes and improvises to make himself laugh.
And just tell people to subscribe to Unfiltered by Sandesh.
And women, all the girls call him Sam Desh. So you can call him Sam Desh.
And that's also why he chooses to come up with a funny answer before answering a question genuinely.
And what do you do then after waking up so early?
I go deliver milk and paper.
The habits we covered in today's video are about how to have fun in conversation. But if you want to make an unforgettable connection with anyone in just one conversation, watch this video.